We are back with the budget wonders of Milifortic today. Now, this is their S117, and it comes with a very familiar design. You'll know instantly what they're going for here. Can you tell yet? Whilst I'm unpackaging this, I would like to appeal to the good watchers out there who have not yet hit that subscribe button. If you like seeing watches firsthand, if you like to see what I get in before anyone else, well, this is the place that you need to subscribe to. Go down below, hit that button, because this is where I post all of the new pieces that I get to see, and it really helps out when we get the limited edition stuff in. It means that you get to see it before anyone else, and you get your chance to actually grab hold of it before they sell out. This one, however, is definitely a mass produced, and yeah, the price says pretty much the same. You can see what they're going for. It is a homage to a Nomos, and Nomos are definitely a brand that divide opinion. You either love them or you just don't get it at all. Now, I've owned a Nomos in the past, and well, I didn't get it at all, if I'm honest. But this one will definitely save you a lot of money. Let me get this closer and we can have a look. Now, the thing that drew me to this piece was definitely that bright yellow dial. It does come in other colour options that you can go and have a look at on the website down below. But for me, I love a bit of colour. I love something that stands out, especially in these summer months. It just gives you that little bit extra, in my opinion. Another nice touch is that they've accented it with that grey subdial. Now, I would have liked to have seen grey numerals, maybe a different Illum pattern to really give that an extra kick, but we can't have everything. This one's 38mm in diameter, which will be pretty universal for a lot of people, especially in this type of style. It's a everyday watch type of style, I think. It's 46mm lug to lug, and it is 8.5mm thick, and that will be heavily down to the Seiko movement that they're using in this one. And as soon as I've said Seiko, you realize that this is definitely one of their quartz movements. This one is the VD78. If the ticking lower second hand didn't give it away, well, that one definitely will. It's carrying off that Bauhaus or California dial type of style very well, in my opinion. The finishing for this type of price is not bad. There are decent levels to it. I will say I'm not a big fan of high polished sides. I'm a clumsy guy, and I know for a fact I will scratch them up over time. Let's check if this is screw down crown here. And that will make sense because there is a 100-meter water resistance. Now, you are definitely going to want to check your pieces out as soon as they come in. Literally just unboxed this one, so you need to do some quality control of your own. You never want to get past your warranty or refund window and then realise it's not badly spec'd, considering that it's around the $100 mark. This one comes in at $115. Milifortic are definitely one of those brands that often have coupons on their website that you can make good use of. I mean, it does have a sapphire crystal. That's the plainest case back that you will ever see. I do like that they've signed the crown, however, and it is screw down. It's a good specification for that type of price, in my opinion, but there is a lot of competition around that type of realm. One thing I will say is there's a lot of negative space on that dial, and I think that will put off a few people. It looks slightly bland, even with that pop of colour. Now, if this is your type of design, your type of look, then more power to you. But for me, I want something that fills that space slightly better. I do appreciate that it is a sandwich dial. There's a layer there for the subdial that adds a slight bit of depth. The hands fit very well, and you don't often see people homaging California dials. They're not exactly the most popular thing out there, so it is nice to see that type of option. Now, we are going to test the Chinese band here and see if it's comfortable or not. Let me get this one on wrist. I mean, it fits pretty well, and I imagine it would with those type of dimensions. It should anyway. One thing I will say is they haven't signed the buckle, and the band isn't exactly high quality. I know that I'm making a lot of complaints for a watch that is around $100. That's not a lot of money for a timepiece at all. It's just that, you know, I need to give you a level playing field for something like this. I need you to understand that it's not going to be the world's greatest watch, and it often isn't when you're spending that type of money. But if you want something cheap with a pop of colour that has a design that you won't see many other places, well, I think this one could be a good option. I will also say though, wait for a sale period and see if they knock these down a little bit. I think you could see these easily under $100 at some point, maybe with a coupon or maybe with a sale, but definitely that type of realm in my opinion.